Hey everyone, it's Kayla Coleman, the Chief Operating Officer at the Tyler Miller team with EXP
The Chief
Realty. And today I have the clown, the team leader of the Tyler Miller team,
Y'all in trouble.
Tyler Miller himself.
Woo!
Didn't I say don't talk?
I know, I just completely interrupted your whole intro.
It's okay. It's okay. How is your day going?
Great. Now
You had
that
a closing?
I had a closing, the last closing of the year.
Heck yeah.
Awesome people, really good sale price too, in Blaine, so that was fun.
Awesome.
Came to the office and had 4 Christmas presents waiting for me from you.
Oh, they were nothing special.
Yeah, well, no, they were awesome. And now we have a White Claw, which, is just the icing on the cake.
Because
So,
we have to have a White Claw to talk about 2023.
Yeah, we got to be drinking when we talk about
Yeah,
2023.
But Christmas was good with the family.
Christmas was great.
You had like a million.
We are not done still. We have one more on New Year's Day. Our 6th Christmas. But yeah, no, it's fun. Love this time of the year. Not a lot of business gets done, but that's okay. That's why we work so hard.
It's what it's meant for.
11 and a half months out of the year.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it was great. Kids got their own MacBook Airs this year to prepare for homeschooling. And yeah, I don't know. Just had a really relaxing day on Christmas with the family.
Yeah.
And football was on all day, so like that was a bonus.
I watched football.
Yeah. Yeah, Kelsey doesn't look that good.
He's
he
not
might need to
doing very good.
reevaluate the old Swifty relationship.
Yeah.
I know, which is heartbreaking to you.
I know, it's heartbreaking, but it's okay.
But yeah, how was your Christmas?
It was good. We keep it simple. We have pretty small families. I mean, we have a big extended family, but like our immediate families is pretty small. So
Yeah.
Christmas Eve with my in-laws, Christmas Day with my parents and my papa. Just laid back, simple,
Nice.
good. We didn't do like traditional Thanksgiving or Christmas food at my mom's this year. She made like al pastor tacos, so it's like
We had tacos
a smoked
too.
taco meat, and it's so good.
Yeah.
But yeah, really good. I got spoiled by my family this year. My mom was like, everything you asked for was like not expensive. So she's like, you got a lot more things because it was just within your budget. And
Yeah.
I was like, okay. I mean, like
Twist my arm.
twist my arm, but there's a lot of boxes. So, yeah, I was excited. It was fun.
Did you hear what I got Ash?
Yes.
So for those
The
of you,
Vampire Diaries thing, right?
For those of you who have watched Vampire Diaries, you'll appreciate this one. So Brady on our team came across this that he was getting for his girlfriend, and I was like, "Oh my god, that's genius!"
Yeah.
So Ashley received a photo op with the Salvatore brothers, and like Ian Somerhalder is on her like hall pass list. Like it's
oh my god.
like it's like, she's kind of obsessed with them. So yeah, like watching her open that gift, she was just like, you could tell she was like,
I don't know what to do.
I'm excited, but what am I going to say to them? What do I do?
When
Are you
is
going to be
it?
in the photo? Or I'm like, I don't know, babe, but like you might want to, think about what you're going to do for in those 5 seconds that you have.
When is it? April?
It's like April. Yeah.
Oh gosh.
So-
Where is it?
Downtown, some convention center or something. I don't know. There's like some convention in town.
Like a vampire?
It's like a bunch of celebrity stuff, like TV shows. I don't know. It's kind of. It feels like it's almost like Comic-Con or something, but
Yeah.
it's not. It's like something minor leagues. I don't know.
Interesting.
But yeah, they're gonna.
Hopefully it's legit.
They're gonna be there. So pretty excited about that one.
Yeah, that'll be good.
She was so like flustered.
I'm just looking forward to the day that the kids like break their computers and we have to figure it out.
Oh, literally like 10 minutes into having them, they were sitting on the floor with one, like looking at it, and then like Ashley almost stepped on it once, and then Ariana went over to look at Jameson's computer and stepped like right by it. I'm like, okay, you guys,
No computers on the floor.
no, sit at the table, please. Like,
Yep.
come on, it's been 10 minutes, but they were excited. So
Yeah. Ari's face, she was like, she knew right away when she saw the backpack.
yeah, well, Jamie.
Well,
knew.
and Jamie ruined it.
Jamie knew that the backpack was for a computer, and we had told them like we'll probably get you computers for homeschooling, but we didn't say when.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was cool. They were both like very excited. So
That's so fun. That's so fun. Tom got me a record player, which Taylor Swift has like she still prints like vinyls.
yeah,
And so he was excited about it, but he's like, I didn't get any of your vinyls in because I ordered them at the beginning of December. They didn't ship. I didn't get a notification, nothing. Christmas Eve, he got an email saying that like, hey, sorry, it hasn't been sent out yet. This isn't up to our standards. So we're refunding you in full. and we're still going to send them to you.
Nice.
So I have a bunch of records coming, but I have this record player, but I can't.
All T Swift?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, like all of her albums. So I'm really excited.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so I was like, this is kind of cool because like I have my like room that we set up in the house, so it's like I have like my little walking pad and my chair and my TV, and now I'll have my record player in there.
The year of 2023 is the year of T Swift in your life.
I know.
What'll
be the next
It's become
thing?
a problem.
It's not a problem.
She's literally working at her computer in the office, and next to her will be her personal laptop playing a bootlegged copy of the T Swift movie.
Yeah.
Literally like every day.
Yeah, but it's like I listen to the music, and the live version of the songs sound better
So,
than
hey,
the recorded.
If you don't get an email returned right away from
Shut
Kayla, just know she's working
I am
while
working.
watching T Swift.
I am. How many times do you see me staring at it?
Oh.
Never.
More than she knows.
No.
She doesn't even know she's doing it. She's like,
No. Oh, gosh. Okay. Well, anywho, I wanted to have you on because I've got to talk to quite a few of the agents.
mm-hmm.
But as you said, it's kind of a slower time for our agents, but they're also busy. They're slow with real estate, but they're busy with their personal lives.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to take the time to have you on here and kind of have a 2023 recap.
Right.
It's been a year.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's not been a year since we've done this, but you got me into this, so I was like, I might as well have you on, and I don't know what we're going to talk about. So I was like, a 2023 recap sounds great.
There's a lot that was accomplished and a lot of things that we did in 2023. So
Yeah.
it'll be fun to talk about. But let's
if we need
crack
to talk.
these because you do yours, and I'll spilled everywhere. So that's a well earned cheers for a really good 2023, but challenging.
We had to. Okay, so one of the things I wanted to start out with before we get into like the year is I have to use my notes. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's okay. But hold on, can we stop first?
Yeah.
And just look where we're
I
at.
know that's part of this.
So yeah, like I'm sure you're gonna get to it, but
we'll get to it.
like doing, I don't know. But I think the overarching thing that I think about with this year is just like, I don't want to say we're unrecognizable compared to our previous regime of our own version of our team, but we're definitely like different and focused on the things we should be focused on at this point.
Yeah.
Versus not really knowing what
spinning
we were
the
doing
wheel and not
before.
knowing where it was going to go.
Right. This is definitely the year that we started running it like a business.
Yeah, definitely. Not only like production wise, but like, or not just production wise, but like the team, but like we really like every month we like look at our numbers. I'm sure you look at them more, but like really looking at like, okay, are we making money on what we're doing and stuff? And so making smarter decisions based on that.
Absolutely.
Daily.
So yeah, it's been a big year just for growing up.
Yeah.
I think. And that was partially due to 2022.
Yeah.
But we executed, and I am proud of that part of like moving swiftly. You know what I mean?
Swiftly.
I didn't even try to do that. Moving swiftly like T Swift. But also not like not folding or panicking in the face of all this change and also like unprecedented time that we had towards the end of 2022. So, but anyways.
Yeah.
Sorry to step on your touchdown.
No, you're good. You're good. So I wanted to talk about like our relationship a little bit and how we got to where we are now. So a lot of you know, if you've seen like either our posts, we've been together for 7.5 years now, which is crazy.
Yep.
But we never like talk about it like together. Like we talk about it like in front of people, but we never like talk about it to the world much. And it's like we started just me and you. Like I came on as your assistant.
You were
crazy ass.
You were crazy to put your faith in me, someone that was 45 minutes to an hour north of where you were, and
more than that on snow days.
Yeah, it's pretty bonkers. What did you see in me at that point, or was it just like
I don't know,
I want a job and it didn't matter?
It wasn't that.
But I feel like you had other opportunities.
I had some other opportunities, but I didn't have like, I don't know. It was like the first day that we talked, so we got connected by Tammy Roach.
Shout out T Roach.
And And just through the grapevine of people that I knew, she knew you were looking for an assistant.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember I was at work the day that I talked to you for like 3 hours on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I don't even remember. Like, I try and think about all the time what we talked about in that conversation.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea what we talked about. We talked about a lot, I know. And so I felt like I just had to know more.
Mm-hmm.
And then I met with you in person. And we met for like another 3 hours.
And I was probably in a suit and tie.
You weren't wearing your coat. But, and now look at us. We're in jeans and
literally, like, yeah.
street clothes.
I'm actually wearing somewhat of dress shoes today, which doesn't really happen.
I'm wearing Hey Dudes.
That's usually, yeah.
Hey Dudes or Crocs. That's about it. But it was just like, maybe it was like you didn't even promise me anything, which was the thing. Like, you didn't ever promise me, like, this is going to work and, like, whatever. But it was like, we're going to try our hardest. And maybe it was the vision. Like, I don't know. Because I seriously don't remember anything we talked about. You had a list of questions, but we didn't even get through all of them.
I'm pretty sure it was me being very transparent of, I'm not sure what this is going to look like. And I think it was the maybe opportunity to help me shape it.
Yeah.
With your input versus, like, you know,
coming in and
where
having
you were
to
currently
follow.
at.
Yeah.
I think it was, you didn't have much of a say, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was just kind of like you just show up and they have their systems. And
yep.
Where it was maybe exciting to be like, oh, I could, like, help shape this a little bit.
Yeah.
And have more responsibility and
yeah.
not have somebody that made you feel like you were drowning. Inside joke.
No. But so yeah, I mean, like, so we started there. We obviously grew the team from there, not only in agents but staff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this, like, it's just so funny because if you think back to when I first hired you to what you do now, it's literally like there's no way that either of us would have predicted some of the stuff that we're doing.
It's just funny because, like, back in the day, one of my biggest things to do for you was to clear your email.
Mm-hmm.
And now most days I don't even look in your email. I look in your email like twice a day, and I'm like, yeah, no, nothing I can do there.
I know. And it's just weird how, like, I still need my email cleared and organized. Like, I didn't stop selling houses.
Yeah.
Right? But we, throughout the years, have implemented just different things. I've implemented different things in my life where it's just, we don't need that job as much anymore. And, and it's not your responsibility, you know?
We started having one email. Like, I emailed out of your email.
That's true.
On your behalf.
That's true.
Oh, God. But
yeah, we've come quite the long way from then. But those are good times, too. I mean, it was exciting. Not sure what the next month was going to bring. Was I going to be able to pay you?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, there were definitely times where we didn't have enough money to pay you from the business. It was me and having to pay you, which was fine.
Yep.
But yeah, it's been a fun ride. I can say that. And like, I know that I continuously push you outside of your comfort zone
daily.
I was gonna say at least a weekly basis, maybe monthly, but like for sure monthly basis. And you've always risen to the occasion, even though sometimes you
have
resist,
my pushback.
Whatever.
I'll do it. Prove you
right,
either right or wrong, and we'll move on.
And it's a quality though that like you got me that gift, right?
Which one?
The frame, and it's the man in the arena speech, and it's
I had never seen that before.
I've heard it a few times, but I haven't seen it in a long time. But when you read through that, it summarizes basically like it's better to have tried something and dared to do something great and failed than be someone who didn't try anything and just live with their regrets. And like, I feel like that sums you up pretty well too. Yeah. Of like, it's like you could just be like, you know what, we're not going to do that. And too bad. Like, get somebody else, whatever. Like, but you're always just like, okay, like I guess I'll try it. I'm not gonna love it, but I mean, now you're sitting here doing a podcast.
Yeah.
And 6 months ago, I'm sure that was really intimidating.
And the intimidating part of it is all of this that you guys can't see, like. And especially because, like, other people use our space, and it's other agents on our team use our space, and you could come in here someday and
Yeah,
Thing might not
something
work.
might not be the dial
And I
might
am not
be
a
turned
techie.
right.
Like, I am good with computers, but I am not a coder. I'm afraid to touch this stuff because I don't want to mess it up. Even worse.
But hey, you're doing it.
I'm doing it.
And
yeah.
that's really good. And it's always really, it's like timely. Like I have 10 podcasts saved up that I haven't posted yet. So sorry,
it's
everybody.
funny because I go into like our system where we can like edit our videos and I'm like, oh, last one in here is mine.
Yeah.
It's okay. I'm behind though on a little bit of it too. You know, it happens. But again.
But now you are doing podcasts.
Yep.
You are onboarding agents, which is like just something, again, we never even like thought of
Yep.
like a thing for you. You're running trainings. You're in a training today.
Yeah.
You're winning awards, getting nominated for awards left and right.
You are too.
Yeah, but it's just fun to see your growth and see you like rise to the challenge every time, because it'd be really easy
Yeah.
to just kind of like rest on your accomplishments and
Right.
like the value you already have and just be like, you know what, like,
It's a blessing and a curse though.
right.
You know, like I struggle with this all the time, is like saying like no. I mean, like, yeah, I give you pushback on stuff, but
Yeah.
like I'll always say yes to people, but it's a curse in its own sense too, because I stress myself out because it's my personality.
One thing that 2024 brought was
24 or 20?
sorry, 2023 brought was me. It was like this epiphany. I was like making all these things, and I remember talking to you or something, and it came up, and you were stressed,
Yeah.
as you are sometimes when you talk to me, and I was just like sitting there, and I was like, it just dawned on me like, well, I can sleep well at night because I have you.
Oh, I
Like-
think this was the end of 2022.
It was like, yeah, but it was like it started in this year. But yeah, we were like, this is when the market was shit.
yeah.
No one, I mean, literally everybody was going from 3% rates to 6% overnight. Buyers were just like, yeah, no, see ya. Like there was not a whole lot going on. There was no money coming in, lots of money going out. And I was like, not nervous, but I was like stressed. But again, I could sleep well.
Right.
Because I had you.
Right.
Because I knew that the shit that I didn't want to do, you were always there to kind of just pick it up and be like, just, it's fine, no big deal. Right?
Literally.
Literally. Like just sweep it under the rug. No, it's okay. But that, like at that time when we were talking, it just like kind of dawned on me, and you said something, I can't remember, but basically like, you know, you're like, yeah, I'm not sleeping that well, you know, essentially. And I was like, huh, how do we solve that? And I was like, I have an assistant. What if Kayla gets an assistant?
Yes.
And like, it's so stupid
Yeah.
that I didn't think of that for 7 years.
I didn't necessarily
We didn't need it the first few years, but
Yeah.
there was definitely
Some
like the last
days.
3-4 years you should have probably had one. And I would assume it helps you feel better at
Yep.
times, knowing that like worst case scenario, you just toss something over to Kirsten
Right.
or Anna, and they probably are gonna do it
Yep.
really well.
Yep.
So like, cheers to being able to sleep better at night, a little bit better at least.
I will tell you, I did dive into CBD. Like, I literally, this week,
Yeah,
I got some CBD gummies.
working.
Dude, it shuts my brain off like this. I take it, no thought in my mind. Like,
That's good.
that sounds really bad, but like,
No stress.
no stress. I literally sleep so good.
Yeah,
I do not wake up.
good.
It's better than melatonin.
Oh yeah, melatonin's iffy. Some nights it
Melatonin's
works,
iffy.
sometimes it doesn't.
I've only done it 2 nights in a row. But man, it's a game changer.
So
And I have some daytime stuff, and I haven't delved into that yet. I spent like $300 on this site for some CBD stuff.
Yeah.
But there's some daytime stuff. I'm really excited to try it. I want to try it like on a weekend when if it doesn't like do good things for me,
Right.
I'm okay.
yeah,
But I'm like, wow, why did I not do this sooner?
yeah. I took
Like-
some those mints last night that are CBD, 1 milligram of THC. It's nothing. But I took some, and like it doesn't like do much for me. Like for whatever reason, it's just like I feel fine.
Yeah.
But then like this morning,
Yeah.
I woke up and I could just feel my body was like not ready to get up yet. Like I was very relaxed.
Yes.
I could have easily like just chilled
Yep.
and done nothing. And like in our world, it's tough to find that energy.
Yeah. Yep.
So yeah, there's definitely something with CBD.
These ones I take, I think, are like either 50. I have different sizes. Like they're different types of candy, so they're different sizes. But like this one is like 15 or 25. And like even in the morning, I wake up and I'm like, I'm not tired, I'm not drowsy, but I'm just
right.
zen, and it's so weird.
Yeah.
So weird.
Well,
anywho,
I think it's CBD paired with Kirsten. Let's go.
Kirsten, yeah. I mean, she's amazing. Like
the amount of stuff that she can handle is pretty impressive.
Yeah. And I'm like, I always say to her, I'm like, we don't talk very much. Like, because we don't, because it's just like she's doing her thing.
Yeah.
I'm doing my thing. If she needs me, she knows how to get a hold of me. She just
doesn't she doesn't need that.
But that's the introvert in her. She doesn't need me to like talk and ask how her life is.
Yeah. What was that? We were like going around at a team meeting, and it was like, what would you like to do for fun? She's like, I'd like to
go on vacation,
sleep, and read a book or something. Or that was like during our interview. Remember?
No, it was when we introduced her to the team.
Yeah.
She's like, I want to go on vacation alone. I was like, yes,
that's great.
That's amazing.
But she's ferocious though.
Yeah.
Like at the same time.
Yeah.
But she just doesn't need to interact with a bunch of people.
Nope. She's like, I don't need to know how your day is. I don't want to know how yours is, and we're gonna move on.
So yeah, that's something I'm very proud of.
Yeah.
That we were able to get you that.
Yeah. No, it's been a great help, and you know, market ebbs and flows. So it's Anna's helping more with things now, but she doesn't have as much. She is so busy with her transaction stuff most of the time. She doesn't have all of the like web editing experience or know how to do things. So it's finding other things that she
I don't think
help.
Kirsten did either though.
No.
You know what I mean?
But she knows how like all of the back end works now. So it's just, it's challenging because it makes me give things to other people that I could easily do.
Yeah, your fatal flaw. You don't know how to delegate. Or you didn't.
I have been.
You did, but you didn't.
I've been really good at delegating.
I know, but I had to, trust me guys, look at me, okay? I had to like grind on Kayla daily to get her to delegate anything.
Yeah.
She loves to try to do it all, and that's why I love her.
Yep.
But she can't sleep if you try to do it all. Like, it's just never going to end, right?
Nope.
So I'm proud of you for that.
Thanks. Sorry,
and yeah, anybody out there that's like, it doesn't have to be in real estate. If you need an assistant, okay? Like, just for like daily life, paying the bills, planning trips, running your household, doing all the dumb shit that you don't want to do. Seriously. We have a virtual assistant company that we're connected to and would be happy to make an introduction. Literally any small business owner watching this or listening to this should have a virtual assistant.
Absolutely.
Unless it's obviously like we need them for like legality, like if they're
running
looking
errands,
at legal documents or some runner, like a physical in-person employee. But like it's the best money that you'll ever spend, and they're phenomenal, and they like truly appreciate it too.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, like you're making a difference in their lives by employing them. So
yeah, and that like I had the concerns over, hey, are they going to be able to like speak proper English because they're from the Philippines? Are they going to have a thick accent I'm not going to understand? Are they going to? I don't know. There's all these like things you think.
Yep.
They're literally like awesome people.
Yeah.
Love them. So. Yeah, if
I
anybody,
still talk to one of our previous virtual assistants from time to time.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I would say anybody that's interested in that, reach out. I'd be happy to make the connection because, like, even if you don't have a small business, just for your household, like if you just need somebody to take care of stuff, a couple hours a week or a couple, whatever, it's easy.
Cool. Okay, so you've kind of already gotten into it a little bit, so I'm going to get into it. So I wanted to talk about 3 highs that we had from the year. So you've brought up a few.
Yeah. 3 highs.
Let's talk about the podcast studio. That's what I have as one of mine. So I wrote notes because I was like, I'm not gonna be able to think of this on the spot. And then I was like, if you take my ideas, I have them written down so I can already say I had this idea. So building out the podcast studio and taking the leap to do it. Oof. So building it was its own challenge.
Yeah. Building it, like the general concept, I think I understood, but it's like, how does just choosing the camera versus camcorder. Why would you choose a camera that doesn't actually record a video for more than 30 minutes to shoot a podcast? I don't know.
Yeah.
It didn't make any sense to me. But after doing a bunch of research, decided that was the right situation, and yeah, it's been an adventure. It's still not done. I mean,
It's not perfect.
No, there's shit.
There's
laying
cords
around
everywhere. You
everywhere.
guys can't see it.
The other set still is gonna get finished.
Yep.
Being built, which that's then it's like, oh, the camera lens we have doesn't work, and like there's all these things, right? And time and money, but I can say that it's something that I truly enjoy doing.
Yeah.
I think it's a almost like a lost art form of having a conversation with someone, not distracted by anything.
By anything.
So I find it very like refreshing, and
I
like,
love it.
Yeah, I think it's very therapeutic too.
I've got to learn a lot about people that I thought I knew a lot about, and I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
But like during that same period of time where I was like, oh my gosh, I need to get Kayla an assistant.
Yeah.
It was all stemming from this giant list of things that I was writing down of like things I need to do in my business.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, I don't know, 15, 16, whatever things that I was like, if I do these things, I'll sell 40 plus houses a year.
Yep.
And 7/8 of them were like pointing to a podcast studio.
Yep.
There's lots of different, as Kaylee, as you know, there's lots of different things that we can do with our business, not just with clients, but also agents. And at my point of my business, it's like, hey, I just want to like help people.
Yep.
And I want to shine light and give publicity to small businesses and other people that I know are awesome. And so it's just like such a easy thing to do. And then the space was just sitting here for like over a year, just teasing me and taunting me. And I'm just like, gosh, I feel like that would be fun to like make that into a studio. Because also part of that reason or this decision was our team's expanding. Mm-hmm. We don't have a ton of room over there. We might need another space eventually anyways. Yep. So,
and it is another quiet space where if there's not a podcast going on, people sometimes come over here and like hang out or make a private phone call or film other content or whatever. So people use the space for so many different things.
Well, yeah, and when it's all finished out, I mean, we'll have like a little like dry bar in here. We'll have, I mean, it'll be like a fun spot you could like just hang out too.
Yep.
Which I think is important for team culture and stuff like that. So, yeah, podcast studio. Still don't know what I'm doing, but we
do.
I know enough to be dangerous. Kind of like you know, when it comes to knowing enough about lending rules in the real estate world. I'm not a loan officer, but I know enough. Well, technically, I'm a loan officer now.
Yep.
But not going to use it for traditional loan officer stuff. But I do have my loan officer license. Yeah, so it's been fun. I'm glad to see a good amount of the team embracing it.
Yeah.
Anybody that we bring in here seems to be really impressed by it.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had people offer to give me money to use this space already. Yep. Like, I think that there's a whole different business side of this thing that could eventually work for making it so it doesn't even cost me anything.
Right.
So, yeah, it's cool.
And there's, if we keep doing it well, there's room to, not room here, but if we were to get a different space, there's definitely room to add different sets, if people continue to use it the way they use it.
It'd be fun to just do podcasts all day and get paid to do that.
Right.
I'd love to do that,
right.
But it's not there yet. We need a few more followers.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So another thing that I wrote down for myself, and then I'll come to you because you kind of did like two, but I wrote continuing to expand my skill set and doing things I never thought I could, which I feel like today is a prime example of that because today is one of those days I'm not in my email and I'm not stressed out about it because I've been doing it. And before it would be like, if I'm not in my email for 30 minutes, I'm having like a fucking mental breakdown.
Yeah.
Excuse my French, but like...
Pardon my French,
but fuck. So that's something that used to stress me the hell out. And
why doesn't it stress you out anymore?
Because I have two assistants that know how to do the stuff that I used to do.
I love how you say you have two assistants. One of them is supposed to be for the team, and now you just roped her in on your little scheme over there.
She's my little baby.
I know.
But, now you lost my train.
Well, yeah, the train has left the station. You were saying that you're not stressed out about the email anymore.
Yeah, because I don't have to deal with transaction stuff anymore.
Do you think it's partially because I also told you that's not your job?
Yeah. I mean, there are still days I have to deal with it,
Oh,
which
yeah.
is okay. And there's still days I have to answer questions.
Question.
Oh,
Did you schedule emails to hit my inbox last
Yep.
evening? You son of a bee. All day it's quiet.
you're like, is Kayla even
All day it's
working?
quiet. And then like 6 o'clock, boom, 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 boom. I'm like, that mother effer.
Because I wanted to get through my
I know.
day.
You wanted to get it done and not have me respond. It's sneaky. It's sneaky.
Because otherwise I
You'll
would...
notice you haven't got a response yet on any of them.
Yeah, I know. It'll be a week. It'll be when you're on the airplane to Florida.
I'll have all these amazing ideas while on the cruise that you can.
I forgot
execute
that was
and
coming
implement.
up, and then I looked in the calendar this weekend, and I was like, oh my God, he leaves in like
Couple
2 weeks.
I know.
But yeah, I do that because then I can answer what needs to be answered and not get stuck spending an entire day on a project or an idea, so I can move forward.
Yeah, I mean it's somewhat of a hack. I don't love it for everything,
No.
but I get it. Like
Yeah,
I get,
it was nothing that
especially
was
if it's like
pertinent.
2 p.m., 3 p.m. and you're responding to an email.
Right.
Schedule it because
Yeah.
you're not gonna have time to get to whatever it is anyways.
No.
But yeah, I was just like, oh, this day is great, and then just like 5 emails hit my inbox, and it's all like bigger project stuff. I'm like,
Some of it is.
But like, they didn't all come at once. It was like one, and then like 10 minutes later, another one.
Yeah, because if I click the schedule button, I just change the hour to whatever hour I want it to go out at. I don't change the minutes too.
Gotcha. So it's just like send out in 4 hours or something like that.
I hit like last night I did 6 o'clock. So it was like if I was on my computer at 10:51, if I just changed the 6, it would have been 6:51 p.m.
Oh,
So I just changed.
Okay.
Yeah, I changed the whatever to a 6.
yeah.
I
The
don't know.
hour.
Sometimes I do later. Sometimes if I want to like work later, I'll do like even later to you because I know you're awake.
Midnight would be better.
Midnight would be why because then you'd be like playing Warzone.
No, because then I won't even like see it. It's like whatever.
Yeah, but yeah, I do that too.
So you said, what was the second thing you said?
No, I don't even remember.
You said,
Continuing to expand my skill set and doing things I never thought I could. So like this podcast, recruiting,
yeah.
helping run trainings. I mean, like I've always done that, but like I do them like alone now.
Yeah.
What are you smiling about?
Just when I brought up recruiting to you recently.
Yeah.
And when we were on our walk around the block, and you were
I was
just
pushing you back.
very resistant to some of the
But, like-
things, and I'm just like, I get it. Prove me wrong. Just do it.
Yeah.
And tell me it sucks. But yeah, no, it's not easy. Like, I wish we could just do the same thing every day. We've been
so
saying
nice.
that for 7 years, you and I.
It's never gonna be like that.
It's just unfortunately like this industry is nuts. It just changes
Well, like
all the time.
today, like even I met with some of our newer agents and like I'm looking at stuff, I'm like, that's outdated. That's outdated. It's like you get all these things set up and you think they're good and they're gonna run and be perfect, and it's like I feel like I need to go through everything now and just like, nope, this needs to be changed. This needs to be changed, you know,
Yeah.
like because it's not that like the system is bad, it's just like the names for things have changed or we don't have it on that list anymore because we take care of it on the back end or
Yep.
whatever. So it's little things like that. So,
Mm-hmm.
but no, it's been good. Do you have anything else that you think of that was like a really good win for the year?
I'm just proud of, like I said at the beginning, I'm proud of like running a legitimate business and not, I don't know. I feel like there's, for the whole time we've ever ran a team, I think we have not like stuck to something too long. Like it's an idea, we'll do it, and then like we just kind of move on.
Yeah.
Where like I think because we've been saying forever like how we need to just like simplify, like we need to stop changing things, we need to stop, I don't know, we just have different focuses throughout the year because the market changes.
Yep.
But what can't change is like our core things that we need to be focusing on every day. And I don't think we didn't really have a clear picture on that until recently.
Yeah.
And realizing that there's not an easy button, there's not a shiny object that we can chase down that's going to solve this for us. It's literally like just every day doing what we're supposed to do.
Yep.
On our list, but making that list not overwhelming and like changing all the time.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm just proud of that. I feel like I said to you in my survey the other day, like there's days where I feel a little detached from the team.
Right.
Because I'm just like, I don't know what's going on. We didn't have a meeting this week,
Right.
so I didn't see some of the team. I was in the office maybe 2 days for a few hours. I only caught a few team members, like whatever.
Right.
And it's just like the person in me, the human in me, the friend in me wants to know what's happening in everybody's life all the time.
Yep.
But the business owner in me can't focus on that because it is not moving the needle forward.
Nope.
And so like I said to you, it's like, hey, I feel like I don't always know what's going on, but at the same time, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Because it's not my job anymore.
Nope.
That has been passed on to you.
Yep.
As someone who's like in the business daily.
Yeah.
Versus me who is in the business a few days a week and then on the business the other few days of the week.
Yep.
You know, so it's a transition for sure. But couldn't do it without you, and you've made it easier to do, even though I struggle with things in my own mind of like, oh, I feel like I could do better there, but I just have to like stay the course.
Yep.
So I think a highlight would be just having a more clear picture of what we both should be focused on.
Yeah.
You know, and I know it sounds simple, but like that's been something that we've struggled with for years.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, it's like we have like our like quarter like review coming up, and it's like, yeah, we just need to keep doing what we're doing, you know, like, and there'll probably be some other things, but it's like, it's not other things that we aren't already like working on.
Well, it'll definitely be shorter than the first few we did.
Right.
Right. Where it was just like, we have lots of things we have to fix.
Yep.
Now it's like, we have a few things we have to fix and a few things we need to continue to enhance finalize. It's not like we're done. I think we're done like building. We're just like
changing,
making things better.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
So yeah, I think that's a good one. Again, I think understanding like our actual profit and loss and numbers and stuff like that for me is really important.
Yeah.
And also like not just understanding it, but like having targets for things and like just knowing like, okay, our business is never going to be 80% profitable. It's just not physically possible in our industry.
No.
And for most industries. But like, I don't know those things until I start to like talk with people who have done it before me, who are doing things at a high level, and have professionals like that do bookkeeping, like counsel me on these things. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. Well, that.
But it's also in like, I kind of have control in that sense now too, because I can get information from people on different softwares and things and just be like, yeah, no, that's not in the budget. This, you know, like I know when it's like, I mean, I still always present everything to you, but it's like, I know he's going to say no to this, even though it was an opportunity we were given or whatever, you know? So it's just like, nope, we're capped out on how much we're spending on leads right now, you know?
Yeah, I was talking with TK about this yesterday.
TK?
Yeah. TK, can I get a, oh yeah, TK?
Oh my God.
If he was here, he'd go, oh. I love TK. By the way, we caught 4 dubs in a row last night on the old Warzone. So if you guys want to jump on, come, get at me. T-Mill11, that's my name on Xbox.
Oh my God.
Anyways, TK and I think also have been really dialed in on just like, we're going to do everything together.
Yeah.
Even if it's not as lucrative for one
Each
of
other.
us, you know what I mean? Like we're taking half the money that we normally would on certain things to do it together.
Yeah.
Right. And I think to find somebody that has literally the exact same idea on like how they want their overall business relationships to go is like really refreshing because it's really hard to find.
Totally.
Not that TK doesn't have an ego and not that I don't have an ego, but
I was going to say
we have egos, but I think our egos don't trump the greater good, which is rare.
Yeah.
So like to find somebody like that has been really helpful in like, I'll have a concern about something and then he'll just be like, nah, this is what I'm doing and here's why. And like just to hear a different perspective and be like,
but then you guys will banter on it a little bit.
Right.
And
But like we challenge each other, but at the same time, and what I'm alluding to is like, I think running a team, being a team leader and keeping your agents happy is always on your mind.
Yeah.
Like it's just like, how am I giving enough value? Am I giving too much value? Am I getting taken advantage of?
Yeah.
What there's all these things, right? Where's that balance? And then everybody's business is different. Everybody's life is different. So it's like something that works for one agent may not mean anything to the other agent.
Yep.
Like, like I said, there's only a handful that use the podcast studio, right?
And
so,
we think that that's a huge value we're providing, but some people want nothing to do with it.
yeah, some people just
which
not
is
for them.
okay. But it still is a value and something that we're putting the team's money towards.
It costs money, right? So then, yeah, it's like, well, maybe the team member that doesn't use it thinks it's a waste of their money.
Yep.
That, you know what I mean?
Yep.
So there's all these things that we have to deal with as running a team, but I think knowing the people in the industry that we know, knowing how their teams are run now, knowing what their fees are, what their splits are, what all this stuff is.
Yeah.
It just gives this like overarching comfortable feeling of like, even if I want to do more, it's not possible in our line of work.
Yeah.
And here's why. And just be very transparent with the team. Like I feel like I always am, of just like, this is the situation. And I know they're not going to get it better anywhere else anyways.
Yeah.
If they want the same things, right? If they all of a sudden don't want something, then maybe they can get it better elsewhere. It just depends what they want. But assuming they want leads, they want opportunities, they want things done for them, they don't want to work on stuff that anybody could do, they want to focus on $1,000 an hour work. I just know we're providing pretty much everything imaginable to them. And so when it comes time to like make actual business decisions,
it's easy.
That like truly benefit the team, like our business, not necessarily like each agent.
Yes.
But like it benefits our business so we can go and provide more things or just not lose money that month.
Yeah.
Just things like that. I can make it maybe make that decision easier and rest easy, sleep well at night, knowing that like it is what it is.
Yeah.
Like I'm not missing something. Like this is what everybody is having to deal with, and this is just the way it's going to be.
Yeah.
So that's been really nice, is not only to have TK, but just everybody else in our group that is constantly sharing things with us of just like, here's how I handle that.
Yeah.
And here's why I wouldn't do it this way, because you might run into this. And it's just like, it creates, I think that's why we've been able to kind of like get to a place where we're more calm and organized, because we're not trying things that would fail.
No.
Because somebody else has told us like that won't work, and here's why.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. We look a lot before we leap.
Yeah, and like I definitely try to implement things quickly, but this isn't just like a something minor. This is affecting so many people's lives and our clients' experience at times and stuff. So it's like we got to kind of vet it. So yeah, I'm excited for just a clear understanding of this is the level of service and experience we can provide to our team members.
Yep.
And if we do anything else other than that, then it's not a good business move.
Yep.
And it is what it is.
And it is what it is, and we move on.
And yeah. So I think we have the right people.
Coming into that has been good.
Yeah. It just knowing like not sitting up at night like, what else can I do?
Yeah.
It's like, not much, guys. Like this is it. I don't know what else you want. Like it's there in front of you.
Take it.
It's all there. It's like the man in the arena. It's like, are you going to go after it? Are you going to dare to be great or not?
Yep.
And all we can do is lead by example and help people understand what they do have. I think that's where our jobs really like have evolved, where it's like everybody needs to know what we have,
right,
to take advantage of.
Well, we've talked about like everybody on the team has the same opportunities, the same amount of hours in the day.
Yep.
And it's just what you're going to do with those hours and with that time and with those opportunities. All
things will be fair, but not everything's equal.
Nope.
We all have the same opportunity, but if you don't go after it as hard as somebody else, you're probably not going to have, equal results.
Yep.
It's all there. So
tough love, but
it's just, but that's just how it is. We're all adults, and we're looking for the people that want to take advantage of those opportunities and be a part of a pretty unique culture, I think.
Definitely.
Not stuffy, not corporate-y feeling.
No.
Very much, sometimes almost too the opposite of that at times. But that's also the stuff that I think one day we'll miss.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
We're not going to miss like a very organized team meeting
yeah.
that everybody is just so proper and working hard all the time.
Yep.
Which is very important, but we're going to miss the fun stuff, right? Those are the things that when we're, at the end of our life, we'll think back at those things, not, gosh, we ran like the best corporate office ever. Like, who gives a shit? Have fun, and I just love that we have people that are willing to have fun and also work hard.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. It would be fun to like go in some sort of time machine and look back 3 years, like walk into our office at Edina.
Why did we do this?
And just like observe for the day and like, what did it actually look like? What support were our agents given? What support were our employees given? What direction did we have? Did we know? Were we all rowing in the same direction or not? You know what I mean? Like, I thought we were, I thought we did a good job at that, but obviously, like, probably not.
No.
And we still sold a shit ton of houses.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, talent is going to trump anything anyways. But I think it helps to have a really organized, oiled machine helping propel them forward.
Yep.
And like Tina Call talked about this the other day on one of her reels. I feel like she literally goes into my mind and steals all my thoughts and talks about them before I do. Publicly, but she alluded to like basically like because Kayla and I implemented something called EOS, which is basically a way to run your business and manage tasks and just things we're working on and have a clear direction on the business and establishing core values and all that stuff. And one of I think like the key core value that I argued with you guys on for like 30 minutes because I felt very strongly about it was I think our culture and our team will help people, not just agents, but clients as well, reach their full potential.
Yeah.
And I was like going to die on that hill because I think if you say anything else, you're overpromising. Yeah. Like if you're like, we'll help you be the best. Like, yeah. Maybe not because they may not want it.
But what's the best?
Right. What's the best? And I think a lot of people would assume that's like being the top agent or whatever. But Tina said her team is really good about, I don't know exactly how she said it, but basically the same thing. Like, hey, everybody that's watching this video has their potential. Yep. But most of you are operating here based on your surroundings. Mm-hmm. Our team will help you close that gap and reach that full potential. Yep. And I truly feel that is absolutely 100% true with our team. Like, yeah. If you have the ability to sell 60 houses in your career that year, we will absolutely help you get there. Yeah. There's nothing going to be holding them back anymore. Yep. You know what I mean? So I don't know if we could always say that. No. So that feels really good too.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's all there for them.
So it's like a really long-winded third point.
I have a third point.
Okay.
But I think it's a good one. So I still want to talk about it. I know this is going to be a longer video, but I think that's okay.
It's a year-end recap.
It's a year-end recap.
We can do whatever we want. There's no rules. There's no laws.
The rules.
When you're drinking claws. Kaela.
Okay.
Kaela Kaoman.
It's been a while since I've had a claw.
Hey, does everybody know what Kayla's maiden name is?
No, we don't need to talk about it.
So when I hired Kaela, who that's already bad enough, Kaela is how she spells her name.
I didn't spell my name that way.
That's true, Jen.
Wow.
Shots fired.
Wow, Mom.
It's definitely not your dad. It was your mom. No.
It partially has to do with my dad.
Does it? Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, yeah, the maiden name.
No.
Did he have a say in?
Yeah.
We'll talk about it later. Okay. But anyways, her maiden name is Gangelhoff.
It's a cool last name.
It's actually really cool. I'm jealous of it, so I give you so much shit all the time.
Like, because Coleman, like, I don't know. I don't know if I say it right or not, but it's like everyone thinks it's
Coleman. Yeah.
Coleman. Yeah. And it's, Coleman.
Coleman.
Like, Kull. So that is annoying. I've experienced that a lot more lately, even though I've been married for 5 years.
Think of how annoying it is when people get my name wrong.
Tyler Miller. Yeah, like or I'll be on the phone with support and they'll be like, "Can you spell that?" And I'm like,
I love people still will call me Travis. I don't understand it. I must look like a Travis or something, but like my name is Tyler Miller.
Tyler
it's
Scott
basic AF
Miller.
It's the most basic name. It's not Kala Ullman.
So this kind of comes in multiple parts, but I said this starting the process of getting my license, something I said I would never do.
Hmm.
And I'm still doing it.
Mhm.
But I'm doing it for other reasons than to like
Mhm.
sell houses and stuff, which I think is crazy. Not crazy, but like when we decided we were going to make the switch to EXP, I was like, yeah, I see the light. I think it could be great. It's going to be good. And I'm just following along like I always have. I mean, I did truly believe it was going to be a good place for us.
Well, and that's also, before you go into your point, I do think it's noteworthy to say I don't recall including you in like any meetings with like Parker and AJ and all those people, right? I don't think you were at any of
Except for
those.
our secret trip to Mexico.
The secret trip to Mexico, yes. Secret Mexico.
Secret shitty
Yeah.
Mexico trip.
Wow.
I have never had a good travel experience with you.
Kyle Whistle and Dan Beer, if you ever get a bus again, I will not be on it.
I'm not going on any of those trips.
No.
'Cause
We were
I'm-
flying in and flying out, I'll tell you that. But
that didn't even work for their elitist one.
yeah, I know. It was ridiculous. There was a bus on fire.
And then a bus slid
Montana.
off a road. Like, you think
No
I'm going to
buses.
get on?
Everybody get their own Uber. Okay? But no, but yes, you were there for the Mexico thing, and I can't remember where we were at in our decision making
Yeah.
process at that point. But I will say, you just kind of followed blindly
Yeah.
and trusted that I was making the right choice, even though we were number one at Edina
Right.
Realty. We had this new office built out for us.
But there's
we
so much
had
for me here.
everything. You had like all the support. You knew all the people. You knew.
Right.
I mean, you literally had a direct line to Sherry Schmidt if you wanted.
I had a
mean,
direct line to anybody
yeah,
at corporate.
which was great for you, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And then at the time, it wasn't like. I don't remember there being like a ton of benefit for you. You know what I mean? Like I feel like.
It was being able to, like, have other, like, people to talk to, which
Right.
I still feel like we help each other from time to time, and I do hop on, like, the ops call from time to time, but, like, a lot of it isn't where we are right now. Like, the things that they talk about a lot of times, like, we've kind of already developed.
Well, the thing is I think you continue to learn on a monthly basis how badass you are.
Stop.
And how badass we are as a team.
We are, yeah.
Because, you know, you're teaching people stuff like
Yeah.
lots of things. But yeah, I think it's noteworthy that you took that leap when there was probably a lot of stress. I mean, onboarding to EXP was a
Was a
whole
nightmare.
thing that
You'll pay for my carpal tunnel
Yeah.
surgery one day.
that you and Peyton had to deal with.
Handwriting contracts.
Yeah. But you did it. And
Yeah.
you didn't really, not once were you like, I don't know. You were like, yeah, I'm ready. Let's go.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to do.
Yep.
So I appreciate you for that.
Of course. So
It
we
was
did
stressful
that.
enough.
It was stressful, but it's all great now. And so part of me getting my license is to help not take advantage, benefit.
You're taking advantage of the business model,
Yeah.
you know?
So that's something I would have never been offered at our previous brokerage.
Yeah. And that, it makes me happy that you're doing it because when I pitched EXP to our entire team,
Mm-hmm.
I know I told everybody on the team at the time that this was ultimately going to be in their best interests
Mm-hmm.
for their future.
Yep.
Not necessarily maybe at that exact moment, but 10 years from now, you will absolutely be in a better position because of the business model. And most of the people understood.
A few people didn't.
A few people didn't.
A few
And that's
people
okay.
wanted the comfort of what they knew.
Yep. And hey, more power to them. Whatever makes people happy. Honestly, it's who am I to say that passive income and retiring early is happiness? Like maybe it isn't what people want to do.
Yeah.
I don't know. But
I know I don't want to work till I'm 90.
yeah. And I mean, I think you and I will both always work
Yeah.
because we like it, but maybe not to the extent that we have to every day. But like to see you now taking an advantage of the business model as I laid it out when we first moved of like, hey, this exists.
Mm-hmm.
It's just cool that like you're taking me up on it and like
Right.
you're going to use this opportunity not just to like help me, but also help yourself.
Right.
You
But
know?
I think it also, like, if I would have done this 2 years ago when we moved, I don't think it would have worked as well because we were still ironing everything out from the move and still, like, setting stuff up.
Yeah, it wasn't quite
It wasn't
ready.
quite the time.
No.
But now I definitely feel like I can take the time to do
Mhm.
it and, like,
Well, and you should.
Yeah.
Like you, I think and what we're alluding to is you becoming an agent or having a license so that you can sponsor people when they join EXP, which means a few things. One, you're their business partner.
Mhm.
Two, when they sell houses, you make passive income from the company because
Yep.
the company shares 50% of their revenue. And it's future retirement for you as long as you take care of people,
Yep.
right? But now you are you were already an asset from a real estate perspective,
Mhm.
right? Like just helping people with business planning. And like
Yeah.
you've heard me do it for years, right?
Right.
You could run the damn thing without me.
well, I meet with other teams all the time, you
Yeah.
know, and that are already at EXP
Right.
to help them, you know.
Right. But like if I was unavailable for our September business planning,
Right.
you could run the damn thing.
Mm-mm.
You really could.
That'd be terrifying.
But you know the
I know.
general idea
Yeah.
of what it takes, right?
Yep.
There's no
and you're either going to listen to it or you're not.
Yeah, there's nothing else that we need to talk about. It's here's the task you need to be doing. Go do it. So you could do that, and so my point is you are now an asset from another perspective too, which is understanding EXP more.
Yep.
Helping people get tapped into the right things to change their lives.
Yeah.
And you don't ever have to sell a house to gain that revenue share, and you don't ever have to really provide much value from the real estate side because you have everybody else above you, including myself and TK and people like that are going to be the ones doing that anyways. So
Yep.
yeah, it's awesome. I
And
mean,
it'll be cool to, like, I love helping people, which is to my own demise as
Mhm.
always, but now I kind of get like a little perk for helping
yeah,
those people. Which is
it's what we
nice.
talked about. You were always the, hey, you got a minute,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Forever.
Ever.
You didn't get paid for one of those got a minutes,
Nope.
right? But if you could have looked at those people and been like, well, yeah, I'll help you all day, but I need to sponsor you at this
Right.
company. I mean,
Right.
think about how much extra passive income you've been making just from that.
Yeah.
And you're worth it to these people. So yeah, I'm excited to see what your retirement will look like after 2024.
That'll be exciting.
It's going to be fun.
It'll be exciting. Because I don't look at my retirement statements right now because it's a little scary.
Yeah. Well, it's always scary.
The stock. It's a little scary.
It's always scary, but you'll also be able to start buying stock at a discount,
Yeah.
right? If we get
Which I
you
don't have any.
some closings in your name, which I bet you'll
Do a
sell
couple.
a house this year. I guarantee it. Actually, I guarantee it.
What?
You will absolutely sell a house. Why would you not?
If I sold a house, I think I would cry.
I mean, it pisses me off because I want the lead for it, but at the
same time, like, if you're going out of town, I could show, like, I don't want this to be a regular thing, but I could
yeah. Hey, you bored?
take this.
You're gonna get the "Hey, you up" text from me, but it's for real estate.
At 3 a.m. Hey,
Yeah.
you up?
No, but honestly, like that, I mean, who knows?
Yeah.
It could be something you thoroughly enjoy and you've just never, because you don't have to deal with all the bullshit.
Yeah.
You just get to do the fun part
Yeah.
if you wanted to. Show the house. You know how to write a contract.
No, I don't. I never knew how to write a contract. I'm learning right now.
You know how to write one.
No, I don't.
Yes,
I
you do.
don't know how to
There's
write a
nothing
contract.
wrong with writing a contract. You've never submitted one. But you know how to write them. So I don't know. Like, you already have the skill set. Don't just get
we'll
paid
see.
for it, girl.
We'll see. It'll be fun. We'll see. That'd be terrifying.
Should be sitting here next year. I sold 15 houses. Didn't have to do anything.
Could you imagine? That'd be crazy. Okay, so one other thing I wanted to talk about in this section about 2023 is we've had a lot of really good things.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of podcasts always talk about a lot of the really good things.
Mhm.
But what is something that, I said just like a low. Like, where do you feel like we maybe like missed the ball, or where, like, something in your head that you're like, yeah, we're going to do this year, and maybe it just didn't come to fruition?
I mean, I think every year I feel like we didn't sell enough houses.
That was what mine was.
You know what I
too.
mean? Like, just
I was hoping we'd see a 2 this year
yeah.
in front of our number.
So our numbers last year, we were at 56 million in volume, I think.
Yeah.
For 2022, And this year we achieved 58 million
Yep.
in volume. So we technically
Grew there.
grew. We were down a few, like I think under 5 in units. So like I don't look at the year as a failure
Same.
at all. I look at it as a huge win. I think that we are going to reap the rewards this year.
Yeah.
With there's so many times I wanted to not pay for internet leads. And I literally just kept on thinking, I'm like, just hold on until the market bounces back. When the rates stabilize, like if we're just staying in front of these people, like I feel like we have been for the most part, we're going to reap those rewards. And
But we've also learned like a lot of those are such the long-term nurtures. Like you could get a lead and follow up with them for a year and then finally close them. So it's like, yeah, it's not working right now, but it's gonna work. And we've seen that time and time again.
It's not instant gratification with those types of leads. And so I'm really optimistic about how many extra deals we're going to get this year just from the investment we made over the last 2 years.
2 years, yeah.
So we'll see.
But we've been so close the last 3 years to 200.
I know.
And we just, every year it's just like.
I know. Yeah, well, the goal this year is 250.
We're going to hit it.
250. And it may seem crazy
Anna,
going from 150 to 250. Seems crazy, but I mean, you saw the slide. I broke down the math.
It makes sense.
It ain't that hard, guys. You know, and if we have the people that are dedicated and dialed in, like I feel like we do for the most part, and we're going to grow for sure, like it's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. But I think it's going to be an interesting year with the election. And like I think people are going to get distracted by about June, July, like pretty heavily on
more
politics.
than they normally do.
Right. So like it's got to be, we got to crush Q1 and Q2.
I'm like, you know, like we always say that the spring market starts the week after the Super Bowl, but like last year it started like
Jan 1.
Was it Jan 1?
It was literally like January 1st, my phone exploded.
Because I was like, I couldn't remember if it was like Jan 1 or if it was like a week or two early. And I remember sitting there and I was like, wait, I'm not ready for this yet. Like I'm still like
it was
doing my fixing
technically
of things.
It's 1 week away from the day we're doing this podcast. It's like it could, and I've
Blow
already
up.
seen it. I've already noticed like just little things here and there. Like I'm just seeing. Like I had a Zillow lead reach out to me before I even contacted them.
I saw that.
And they said, hey, when can we meet? I want to buy a house before February. And I'm like, that hasn't happened in 2 years. You know what I mean? Where someone's like, please help me buy a house.
Right.
Like usually like, nah, we're waiting for. So like, I think we're going to see way more of that. And it's going to multiply and it's going to we're not going to have to fight.
Yeah.
For, hey, you guys listen to us because what we're telling people is correct.
Absolutely.
But it's just like it's hard for them to listen when the national media and the economy are under just all this just chaos.
But like even the week before Christmas, it was busy still, which was weird, you know. And this week is kind of just a quiet week because everybody.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. Every year I'm like, I should take this week off. And then I never do.
Yeah, it's like you can't take it off because there's things you got to prepare for. But yeah, you're not going to have as many appointments.
No.
But yeah, I mean, gosh, a low. It's not even, we didn't do a recap for 2022, but the winter months of 2022 going into 2023 were extremely challenging.
Yeah.
Extremely challenging for me mentally.
Is it because of well, I know it was because sales were down because of the rates.
Yeah.
But
sales were down. We had people on the team that maybe didn't belong.
Yeah.
We had people that weren't really buying into some of the stuff that we were doing.
They were just a wet noodle sitting in a chair.
Yeah. It was an interesting time. It was like we ramped up in 2022. We brought in some people. We felt really good about growing. I think we were up to 17 at one point. I think
feel like there was
max.
closer to 20, but I
we were close. And then within a month we were down to 10.
But it was good
because some weren't the right fit. Some just were kind of not. They were just gonna get out of the industry because again, from June to December of 2022, it was a freaking ghost town.
Yep.
It was crazy. And so rightfully so, people were just like, this isn't working for me. And they probably thought it was more of the team versus them because it was such a great market prior to.
Yep.
And I get all that. So it was really challenging of just what the heck are we doing wrong?
People like to point the finger versus just looking at themselves.
Right. And I'm sitting there still selling houses, so I'm
Yep.
just like,
Come on, guys.
yeah, like it's not like I was selling 5 houses, guys.
Mhm.
I think in 2022 I was like at 30 or something.
Yeah.
This year I did 35, I think. So I mean, it's been consistent in any market.
Yep.
Now it's not like it was in COVID where I sold 80, but still, it's like I also wasn't. That's the only thing I was doing at that moment in time. So I look at it as it was just that was when I had to put the big boy pants on.
Yep.
And really decide, is this team going to make it or is this just not going to work?
Right.
Because, I mean, when you have teams that are doing things that we hope to do in 5 years telling you that they're not making any money, it's kind of like, well, shit.
Yeah.
What the hell is this all about then? You're like,
I remember.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
What do you guys mean? You're not making money. If you're not making money, how the hell am I going to make money?
Yeah.
And so that was challenging. I had to take over the finances again for my wife because she literally couldn't stomach to look at our bank accounts every month. It was very challenging.
Yeah.
It was not a good time. But I'm proud to say that we
Came out
rebounded. I think I act kind of like it's similar to like when COVID happened. I feel like for me, I took a day and I was like, "What the fuck is happening with with COVID?" And I remember like sending a message out to all you guys like the next day, like we're stuck in our house.
Came back from Jamaica.
Yeah.
And I was on the phone with you because I was helping you with an offer, and I was like, "So I know you're coming back from vacation, and I know that you're sick of your children." But you're going to be stuck with your kids because Walls closed schools. And you're like, no, he didn't. And I was like, yeah, schools are closed.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's like, no, we just got over spring break. Like, no, they're going back to school. And I was like, no, honey, they're not.
I know.
And
it was weird.
I was like, I felt terrible breaking that news to you, but like your phone was broken because one of your kids broke your phone. So you weren't really online.
Yeah.
You knew kind of what was going on, but not really. But you weren't like watching the news every day like all of us.
I remember my client asking me too, like, how are you going to get home? I'm like, what do you mean? I'm taking the plane home. I was oblivious.
You were oblivious to everything.
I was oblivious until I remember, I think it was a baseball game. Basketball game. They like called it in like right after it started, they like canceled it.
Yep.
And I was like, what is going on?
Yeah.
Like, that's when I was like, I'm like, something weird is really happening here. And yeah, so anyways.
But like you came home and then you like had your day. And then I remember you sending a video to us.
Yeah, immediately just like, we're going to be fine. And here's what we're going to do.
Yep.
And we just executed.
Yeah.
And I think we were one of the first messages out there to the general public, like just on a consistent basis, like, hey, we know this time is tough, but we got you, and here's what we're doing. I think we were giving credits to the first line responders or whatever, first responding people, doing whatever we could to try to help in that time of chaos where I could have easily just been like, hey guys, we're screwed.
Yeah.
We may not be able to show houses. We may not be able to. It was like the best year ever for real estate. Yeah. And then the following couple years was insane.
But like it was the best year ever. Like sales were good. You know, it wasn't like our best year, but like we all just put our heads down and did the work.
Mm-hmm.
Like there wasn't time to think about this, that, or the other. And it worked.
Mm-hmm.
Like nothing was like, oh, that's fucked up or whatever. It just worked.
Yeah. So it was similar, I feel, with the interest rate thing, where it's just like this huge shakeup all of a sudden. And I just, I feel like even though I was trying, we still executed. And we had a lot of things pointing at this is not working.
Yeah.
Lots of things where we could have just been like, coming to EXP was a terrible decision.
Yep.
Tyler, you're just not a good leader. People aren't really, understanding things or whatever. And I think we just kind of didn't listen to other people and just stayed true to what we know we do, which is take care of people and provide awesome services for them. And so it was a low, but then it became this high, I think, where hopefully we'll be able to look back on it as this like turning point.
Yeah.
Where it's just like 2022 we grew up.
Yep.
In a hurry.
In a hurry, but 2023 we even grew up more. I feel.
Well, in 2023 we became adults and
Yeah.
we were living, in that world where we were just sticking to a fucking plan and not worrying about
a shiny object.
other stuff.
Yeah.
That is so evident in this industry every day. You can't help but go on social media and see a bazillion real estate agents doing amazing things all day, and you're just like, man,
Yep.
why can't we do that?
Yep.
And it's just like, oh, well, that was their one house sold in the last 6 months, but they took 25 photos and 10 reels of it, so it looks awesome.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, it's just staying true to what we do. So, I don't know if that answers that question.
I don't know. It was good.
It was great.
So let's look at 2024, and then we can come back and look on this like next year because we're gonna do this.
Ooh, are we like it's like a time capsule thing?
Maybe. Okay, so we've talked a lot about business, but we're still gonna talk about business.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about 2 things in business that you're looking forward to, and 1 thing personally you're looking forward to in 2024.
Okay, 2 things business, 1 thing personal.
Yeah.
1 thing personal is a full year of homeschooling.
Oh yeah.
In our
so
lives
exciting.
is going to be it'll be fun to see how it shakes out. So yeah, like a month and a half ago, we made the decision to pull our kids out of public school. We've tried public school, we've tried private school, we've tried a bunch of stuff, and it's not because the kids are doing anything wrong. They thrive in every environment. They are great kids, but we want something more for them.
Yeah.
We have our own core values. You know that I'm a stubborn ass, and my wife knows that I am
A stubborn ass.
And a problem, and think differently than a lot of people. And so I can definitely wrap my mind around homeschooling because it's just different and it makes things more difficult sometimes.
Yep.
But I truly think it's the right thing because the school system is it's fine. I think I would still thrive in.
I think I would too.
I think it'd be fine, right? But
I think I would thrive even more being homeschooled though, because I could literally just teach myself and go at my own pace.
Right. So I just think there's some things with the school system that they just can't help. The world has changed since I was in school. It's definitely a lot more hands off. Like they can't enforce as many things. They got to listen to everybody's opinions and whatever. And
they listen to everybody's opinions, but even when you get like more into middle school and high school and stuff, they push certain agendas and
but even like that stuff doesn't really bother me because we are so transparent and involved with our kids that like if they were pushed one agenda, I'm sure that they would come home and we would laugh about it together. Right. You know what I mean? Like I don't think they'd be influenced by that. What I do think they might be influenced by is cell phones and social media, which is going to obviously become a very big part of their life at some point.
Yep. When are you going to let your kids have Facebook? I mean, they already have their
Facebook, but they don't get to go.
They don't get to go on it.
I don't know. I don't know if there's like a certain age. I just think it's once they're mature enough and ready for it. But they will definitely be like
rules.
They're going to have to take I'll literally put together like a month-long course about it.
Yeah.
Because it's, suicide rates have doubled in the last, 10, 15 years or something, probably even sooner than that in school-age kids. And it's just, there's something wrong.
Yeah.
There really is. Yep. There's something wrong. And I think we all know it.
Yep.
But most people don't have the opportunity to change the environment for their kids.
Yep.
We have that choice. And it's, again, the man in the arena.
Yep.
Right? It's a great quote because it's like, I have this opportunity. Yeah. Me and Ashley have this opportunity based on the lifestyle that we started 12 years ago. Now it's here. If we don't at least try it, I think we'll regret it.
Yeah.
So like, while, maybe our kids, they don't get as educated as I would hope and they're behind or something, right? Yep. At least I can say I tried.
Yep.
I tried to do what I feel is best for them. So like, I'm excited about that. So it'll be really cool to see a year from now, like what that looks like.
Yeah.
Um,
If they're still enjoying it like they are now.
yeah, or like, are we enjoying it? Are we like, is it
stressing you out?
have we been able to travel on a monthly basis because we now have that, and has that impacted their lives positively or negatively?
Yep.
You know, like it could be a bad thing. So
Yep.
we'll see. Business wise, I think one thing for sure is now that we kind of know, like we have our direction. We know we need to grow. We're not going to sell more houses unless we grow.
Yep.
Like we might sell a few more, but to move mountains where we have to add people, it's just the way it is.
Yep.
Because everybody has different potentials, right? And we now know that. We're not going to get everybody to sell 60 houses. It's just not going to happen. So I think having a realistic expectation on that makes me now know the next logical step is to implement other ways to make money.
Yep.
Right? For our team, not just for myself, but so we can
spend more money on leads, keep paying for the leads we currently get.
And get our team members more money.
Yeah.
Right? Because I could bring more money into the team by just changing the splits on everything.
Yep.
And charging our agents more, charging them a monthly fee to be on the team, charging them for this, charging them for that. I could do all that. And I bet a lot of people would still stay because we have lots of great value. But I don't want to do that. I would rather, now that we have built this really good business that is very well respected throughout the Twin Cities, like I've never heard one person be like, yeah, no, I've heard some bad things. Like,
yeah,
I feel like we've done a really good job of like, yeah, he does business the right way, or we do business the right way.
Right.
Like now take advantage of that and realize that we are the source of essentially all of our business. You know, every now and then we'll get thrown a bone here or there from our partners, but we're essentially the reason for all of our sales.
Yep.
Which is not the case for other aspects of this industry. Most people are the lagging recipient of a lead.
Yep.
We are always the first.
Yep.
I'd say 99% of the time. So because of that, we have the ability to now capitalize on those things. And so whether it's getting involved in title or insurance or mortgage and finding a legal way to do that is also beneficial to our clients, but can allow our business to make more money to then, turn around and get more leads for our team members, because at the end of the day, it's what people want.
Yep.
They want leads. And also not have to charge them more.
Right.
Right?
100%.
So I think 2024 will be a really big year for ancillary opportunities. Right behind this wall here, right here, will be our new title company.
Yep.
He's actually flying up here in January to check out the space from Florida. So that will be really exciting to just see that come to fruition. I love that it's in our parking lot.
Yep.
You know.
Walk over.
And I'm just excited for the confetti cannons.
Sorry.
At every closing.
That'll be exciting.
You know, that will be a big thing to see. Just we've been literally vetting things for 6 months to a year. We tried to do one for mortgage a year and a half ago, and then just whatever, the market changed, and we've been trying to do a lot of this stuff now for a while.
Yep.
And like treading water. Hey, it's coming. Now it's here.
Yep.
Like, so it's going to happen, and we'll see how it goes. So 2024 will be a big year for that.
I'm excited.
And then I think, other than I think we'll sell the most houses we ever sold. I really do.
Yeah.
I think we're just doing too many things right to not have that happen, to be honest. But we'll see. So that besides that, though, I think it's going to be a year of a lot of people on the team are going to realize how agent attraction can change their life, I think.
Yeah.
I think that there are lots of agents out there that need help.
Yeah.
And the people on this team, I think, are starting to realize how much more they know than most people, how many more opportunities they have. I think that they can see that it's sometimes more fun to help an agent than help a client.
Yeah.
Depending on the client.
That's what I keep telling everybody. I'm like, make sure you're spending some time on clients too, you know,
But I think it's going to be a big eye opener for a lot of people this year, because there's a couple people on our team that are really dedicated to that and see that vision and want that more than anything, I think.
Yeah.
And once they see that it's not just me having the success, it's other people.
Yep.
They're going to be like, okay, this is absolutely something I need to do.
Yep.
And that's only going to just make our surrounding of business partners so much more fun and better, and like we're gonna learn more and we're gonna sharpen our skills, and like so I think we'll know so much more at the end of 2024 than we do today.
Yeah.
Just from the people that we're gonna naturally be surrounding with.
Yep.
You know, so those are my couple predictions.
Oh gosh.
What
Okay,
about you?
I wrote. So since like August, I've been really trying to focus on like myself, and not just like, okay, I'm tired at the end of the day, coming home and just like vegging.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been like walking a lot, which has been like really good.
How
for
much
me.
weight are you down? Will you share? Because
I'm down 45 pounds.
that's fucking insane.
Yeah, since August.
Hit the applause. Where's the applause?
I don't know.
Hold on. Say that again. You are what?
Down 45 pounds. Oh, you can hear it down there. Can't hear it up here.
So coming from somebody who can't lose 2 pounds,
Yeah.
first off, I hate you. And second off, congratulations.
Thank
That's
you.
incredible.
Thank you. Yeah.
And I know it's not been
a lot.
easy.
No, it hasn't.
You
But
know?
I know that is going to lead to other things in my life to come this year. So already seen like some success with it, kind of, in a way. But along with that, like, so like my after work routine has been really good, but I want to get better at my morning. Like, I'm really terrible about taking my supplements and stuff. And it's like, I know I feel better when I take them. So it's like getting into a routine with that, and then having like a set bedtime, because I feel so much better.
I've thought the same thing.
I have an alarm go off on my phone at 10 o'clock every single night. And a lot of times I ignore it. But this week I've been like, nope, stop what I'm doing.
Yeah, just do it.
Get up and go.
Yep.
Like,
And then you're going to get up a little earlier.
hopefully
because
get
of
up
that?
a little bit earlier, or just like,
Are you planning to like walk in the mornings then, or what?
I don't know. I would like to, but I like my bed a lot too.
I mean, honestly though, like when I was doing 75 hard, I had to go walk around out there. You could easily just take.
I've done that before, but I almost got hit by a semi.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. These roads out here.
These roads are a little sketchy.
You could just walk around the parking lot.
Yeah, no, but so and it's hard here with the winters, obviously. So like, I would love to walk outside every day, but I'm sorry, I don't want to walk out in the cold unless I'm in my ice fishing clothes. But I'm not walking in my ice fishing clothes. So yeah,
I can't believe you're down 45 pounds.
Yeah, none of my clothes fit me anymore.
It's amazing.
Like my sweatshirts and stuff, like it's just crazy. Like yesterday I was wearing a sweatshirt and I was like, this used to be tight on me, and like now it's like
Gonna need a new headshot pretty soon.
it looks pathetic, like, to wear some of my clothes. So yeah, it's been really good. I've been excited about it. And then for like business wise, so I said growing the team and adding some new personalities and talent. And I think the talent is the big thing there, because we have a lot, and we have a lot of people that are really good at what they do. But I think there's still stuff we're missing. And I don't know what that is, but I know there's things that would really help us, you know? So I think finding some people that just don't know that they need the help that we can provide. Because I know what all these brokerages offer, and it's or teams, and it's a joke. And people are very set in their ways, so it's not convincing people, but just showing them like what they're missing.
It's just, I think agents don't understand that they make decisions based on like a split or something. It's like, yeah, but what are you paying for?
What are you getting?
What are you getting for 15% that you pay to the company? Yeah, you might pay us 30% on your personal business. One, it's capped.
Yeah.
Two, like, you're getting a lot of stuff, right? So, and I just think most people, again, it's an ego thing. They're just, I'm worth more. Or it's like, great.
Yeah.
But again, you're going to have to spend at our next team meeting, like you see the slide that I'm about to show people explaining how much it costs to run a team.
I'm going to need one of these for that meeting.
Yeah. How much it costs to run a business, whether you're on a team or a solo agent or you're a team member on a team. I mean, Brady and I were talking about that for a while the other night. You know, he did really well this year, but there's times where he's just like, man, I feel like I should have more money in my bank account. Yeah. It's like, yeah, dude, shit's expensive. Yeah. You know what I mean?
When people ask all the time, they're like, well, like, where does the money for the team go? And I list off 10 things right off the top of my head that are freaking expensive. And it's like, you multiply that times 12 and bingo bongo, there's where your money went. Like,
yeah, oh yeah.
Like, oh, I didn't realize. Like, we still have to pay insurance on our building, like even though we rent it. Like now we have this space, the printer, your internet, like all this shit. Like, and it's not cheap.
No. But then, again, people are still like,
we want more.
Well, your splits were close, but we're going to choose something else. And I'm just like, and what do you get for that? Well, on the website, I don't think there's any headshots or pictures of our faces.
Someone said that to you?
No, but that we know that that's one of the people joined a team where their
team
their website doesn't even have pictures of their agents. It's just their face with like an avatar. I'm just like, so
not even an avatar, just like a cutout of a head.
Yeah. So it's just stuff like that where unfortunately they don't know what they're missing. So we got to find the right people that see that, you know, and are taking advantage of it. And I think we have a few agents on the team specifically that like really get it, which is refreshing.
Yes.
You know,
I think a lot of people really, really get it.
I think they do, but there are a few that are very like really appreciative of it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
100%.
They message me all the time and they're just like, dude, like this is incredible. Like, thank you.
Yep.
For everything, all the opportunity. And it's like, and I think it's just because I'm very transparent with everybody and just tell them like this, it is what it is, guys.
Yep.
Like, you know, and so that's one thing I've learned over the years from higher, you know, producing teams is just like be transparent.
Yeah.
There's no reason to hide anything.
Yeah.
There's if you don't tell them, they're going to assume it's something else.
Yep.
Right. So
the other thing I put was like the unknown of the year. Like
10 to 12% appreciation.
Well, not
mark my words.
Not just that, but like for the team wise, like especially like in myself, like we talked about looping it back to the beginning, what I started out as 7 years ago to what I do now, to even what the end of last year looked like.
Will the team still be called the Tyler Miller team by the end of? You don't think so?
No.
Ooh, that's a good prediction. We'll see. See how it shakes out.
It's not going to.
Did you see Gogo Bethke's post the other day?
I don't think I follow her.
Okay, well, she's like the top recruiter at EXP of all time, so you might want to follow her.
Where's she live?
In like fucking Cali, like the rest of them or something. I don't know. But
then no, I don't follow her.
Anyways, she made a post and it was literally like things I wish I would have known or something like that. It was like, don't name your business after yourself because if you do, you can't ever sell it. Right?
Yeah.
And I just like commented, I was like, amen, sister. Like,
should we just change it to the Jameson Miller team?
Yeah, there we go. Just get ready for the succession plan.
The succession.
It might be Ari. Never know.
No, just go big. Kevin.
Yeah. I should change it. Kevin Miller, leading you home. You got to join us now.
There's a problem? Call Kevin.
Yep. That'd be funny. But
no, it's just like, you know, like, did I think I'd be doing podcasts at the end of this year? No. Fuck no.
I thought I would be, but I didn't know about you.
You knew I would be.
Well, I had the idea. It just depends how long you want to resist it.
But so it's just like, what crazy idea will we come up with? We'll have an editor in here doing our live editing.
Yeah, maybe.
Just kidding.
If we sell 250 houses, we'd have some extra income for that.
No. But yeah, I don't know. I think it'll be interesting to see what it'll end up at.
What else are you thinking you don't know how it's going to shake out?
I don't know. Maybe we'll have 2 offices. Maybe we'll have a combined office with another team with EXP.
Never know. Could.
Maybe we will be starting to build out a brand new office.
That'd be fun.
There's some fun areas in Blaine coming.
I did buy 2 commercial spaces this year.
Yeah. You know, like stuff like that, you know?
It'd be fun to own one that I work out of too versus paying someone else's.
That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah,
I don't know.
There's a lot of stuff
There's a lot of stuff like that I think that could come that could change a lot of things.
Yeah, gosh, there's that one building that they're putting up that has like a rooftop and it's next to a cigar bar and a pizza pub and they have an office space. So I'm just like,
and I just buy like an apartment there. Just like,
I'm like, man,
they're doing apartments, right? Like,
yeah,
I know that'd be stupid.
They're just like, hey, you could have the rooftop. And I'm like,
how much?
Yeah, it's a lot. It's way more.
But it's brand new.
It's brand new, and it's a sweet corner. There's all these things, but
it's like the Oppenheim group of Blaine.
We got to sell enough houses. That's the thing. Like if we sell houses, guys, we're gonna have nice things.
But if we join forces,
right? If we join forces, we could never get them to come to Blaine, though.
That's the problem.
Which is fine. Like,
but it's a blessing in a way because we have partners out that way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe we'll have an office or start selling houses in a different state. You're going to travel this year.
Maybe. Never know. Maybe we'll blow the team up. Just quit.
Just quit.
The 2024 recap doesn't exist.
But yeah.
No, I think there'll be lots of very calculated opportunities that we'll probably take. Calculated. We would definitely
You're really far back. What are you doing?
We won't be throwing darts at a dartboard this year.
We don't have to do that anymore, though. Like,
No.
we're smart enough. We don't need to do that. We know.
I am.
I don't throw darts at a dartboard.
I just wanted to insult you at some point on this podcast.
Anywho, that's all I have.
You don't have a lightning round for me?
No, I didn't.
What? Not like a word association? Nothing?
No, I didn't come
my
up with
gosh.
one.
I thought for sure you'd want to
I was like, this is just like a... I knew it was going to be long because it's you.
It's me and you. Let's be real.
But I didn't come up with anything.
Okay, fine.
I didn't. That's why I sent you the topics.
Yeah. No, I know.
I sent you the topics and you didn't prepare anything.
I prepared mentally. I prepared mentally to have to spend 2 hours with you.
Oh.
Which is
What a
more
joy.
time than I spend with you in a regular week at this point.
Basically. But that's okay.
Yeah, no, well, I'm excited about it, and I appreciate you having me on.
I mean, wait, hold on. We could have an office space like Marigold's.
That would be sweet. Marigold should just let us have that backspace. They don't need it.
What do they use it for besides parties?
Nothing. Right, Ron?
Ron.
Curtis? Ron and Curtis, just let us be there. Thanks. They have a golf
If there's
simulator.
like a spot like next door that opened, it's like, buy it, and we need to do that.
Like, here's the difference between me and everybody else.
Yeah.
Every other team leader
Mhm.
is if we made a shit ton of money,
Yeah.
I would literally make the coolest fucking office you ever seen in your life. Like, I would not like keep
If money
it.
wasn't an object.
I wouldn't keep it and be like, oh my gosh, we made so much money. Look at all this money in my bank account. I would literally spend it like an idiot on our team
Yeah.
to like make it the coolest space you've ever seen in your life.
Our office space is cool too.
Our office space is okay, but I mean, like, if we had another 2,000 square feet,
Right.
like,
It'd be badass.
oh my gosh, we'd have a bar, we'd have a golf simulator for sure.
A nap room.
I would love to have a weight room,
Yeah.
with like a couple showers and like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'd blow it out. It'd be incredible. It'd be the greatest office you've ever seen because I would want to. Again, it's about the experiences for me.
Yeah.
In life, it's not just about like hoarding all of my cash.
No, you've never been about that.
Yeah. And it's like people deserve it. Like, it'd be fun.
Yeah.
You know? So hopefully we hit some goals this year
Yep.
because that would be fun. I would love to be like $7,000 a month for an office space. Sure, let's blow it out. Who cares, right? But like right now, it's like no.
Right now, no.
If we do that, we gotta get rid of a lot of things, guys.
Bye.
So my message to any agents on our team: sell some houses, and we'll get some nice things. I promise.
Heck yeah. Yeah. That space is cool. That'd be perfect for us. But
Yeah. Well, that's all I got.
that's all I got. Thanks for coming on. It
Yeah.
was fun.
Thank you for
We'll
an
do
amazing
it.
year.
Okay, we'll like talk midway through the year. We'll talk more than that.
This is a cliffhanger. You keeping people on the
I
edge
don't know.
of their
I was going to
seats?
say we'll see you next year, but I know I'll have you on again before then.
They have to smash the follow button in order to
Smash the follow and like button.
subscribe. If we get 100 subscribers, we'll do another video.
This video is sponsored by White Claw. It's not, but
There's no law.
can we get one of those White Claw advent calendars? Like, how do we get on that list? White Claw.
Yeah,
Do you see those every year?
I do.
You live on White Claw Cove.
I don't know. Yeah, like I was at Ashley's aunt's house for Christmas, and she's like, "Would you like anything to drink?" She was like, "We don't have any White Claw though." Like she was like very nervous I was gonna be offended, and I was
You're
like,
like, that's fine.
I was like, "Get away from me!" No, I was like, it's fine. I'll drink whatever. So then her uncle made me the strongest old fashioned I've ever tasted in my life. Some crazy. He's like, "What kind of bourbon do you want?" This is leaded and unleaded. I
And
was
you're like, I don't know.
leaded? And he like gave me like a little sip of it before he like mixed it. And I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, oh, it's delightful. Caramely.
See, I'm not a Minnesota old fashioned. I like the Wisconsin old fashions, like with the brandy and like the sweet, like
I like them
brandy.
sweet.
Like I like the brandy, like the cherry and the orange. Like
Yes.
I like that
Yes.
versus like the whiskey and bourbon.
I like the cherry and the orange as well.
I like the brandy.
I always order them like extra sweet. I'm like, please make it sweet. 'Cause
Yeah.
if it's just like drinking like gasoline, I'm not into that.
No,
After like 3 sips, you're fine.
but then like you get in trouble on those. Like this place in Wisconsin that we go, you get in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all.
Yeah, so if anybody's looking for gifts for Kayla, apparently it's a very sweet Wisconsin-style old-fashioned.
Wisconsin-style old-fashioned.
Or White Claw. Thanks, White Claw, for your sponsorship.
Okay.
Sponsorship pending.
Thanks for coming on. I appreciate it. And we'll talk again soon.
Cheers to an amazing year.
Cheers!
See you guys.